Sweeping domestic violence reforms ready to become law in Florida. A bill that strengthens penalties for abusers and supports survivors is waiting for the governor's signature.
Our Capitol Bureau reporter Cody Butler has that story.
More than 75,000 people call domestic violence hotlines across Florida every year. Now survivors hope a bill aimed at supporting those people becomes law.
Rachel is very giving, very loving.
Marjorie Morton, remembering her daughter Rachel Kerr. The Bradford County mother of 3 was killed in January by her estranged husband before he killed himself.
He told her throughout her marriage that if she ever tried to leave him, he would kill her, the kids, and then himself. And he almost did that.
Marjorie says her daughter was in an abusive marriage for 11 years.
He was given bail, and then about 8 days later, he killed her.
She got a glimpse of that abuse leading up to her death.
Eventually, if you didn't do what he wanted, you could see him spiraling out of control.
Stories like Rachel's are happening across Florida. FDLE's Uniform Crime Report says there were more than 106,000 reported domestic violence offenses reported in 2020, which is the last time FDLE released the report. 217 people were killed that year.
We need to make sure that we're addressing this situation head on. It's literally a public safety emergency that we really need to focus on.
State Representative Deborah Tendrich pushed for the reforms with unanimous support from the legislature. She says the bill, waiting for Governor Ron DeSantis, puts more focus on the victim, not the abuser.
If we want to really break this cycle of abuse, trauma, and really make sure that our women, children, and families are safe across our state, this has to be at the forefront of our conversations.
That bill increases penalties for repeat domestic violence offenders, repeat injunction violations become a third-degree felony, victim relocation assistance is increased, and pets are included in protective orders. All changes, Marjorie Morton says, would save lives.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It might have even saved hers.
Representative Tendrich says she'll continue pushing for more reforms in upcoming legislative sessions. In Tallahassee, I'm Cody Butler reporting.